Right, I've got no idea whether this is working or not. I've never done a live stream before. Well, I've watched plenty of live streams. I've never actually done my own. Can you just say whether you can hear me okay? Somebody in the chat just say whether they can hear me. Cool, great. Yeah, so it's a bit of a pain because when I used to do my videos before for the Defender project, I had a completely different setup. I had a Windows laptop. I've completely changed everything. So now I've got an Apple Mac. So none of my software works with it anymore, and I'm starting from scratch again. So I'm literally using the webcam that's actually built into the laptop, and the built-in mic as well. So this is all a bit new to me, really. I'm actually amazed anyone's actually come to watch this, because obviously YouTube's not too happy with me because I haven't been uploading videos, and if you get out of the algorithm, it starts getting a bit pissy with you. So I thought nobody was going to actually watch this. It was more of an experiment than anything else. But cool. No, I mean, if this works out okay, I can do regular things like this, I think. I'll just wait a few more minutes before, just in case anybody else comes. So what's everybody up tonight then? You going out trick-or-treating? Oh, you can't, can you? It's all... in fact, my kids are devastated because they can't go trick-or-treating because of the social distancing and things. Actually, I've timed this wrong. I should have had this about 8 o'clock, shouldn't I? I could have had a beer then at the same time instead of a cup of tea. Right, so I mean, this is going to be a really quick stream, really. It was I was going to do an update video, but I've done update videos before and never gone back on the Defender project. So I thought I might as well, just do a quick live stream. I mean, I'd like to get into the live stuff anyway, because I think it's if we can start to build up some sort of community and get people coming onto these things, we can have a good sort of chat in here. We could do. Maybe if somebody's working on a project of their own, or it doesn't have to be a vehicle, it could be something completely different, and they want to come on, we can have a chat, we can have a live chat. So yeah, maybe we could talk about different topics every time as well. It doesn't have to be about the same thing. Anyway, I'll see how I get on anyway. There's a few sort of quick announcements I want to make anyway, but it was mostly just to say I am coming back now, and I do fully intend to get stuck into the Defender. If you saw the video earlier, I did a quick video of my garage, and as you can see, the chassis is just buried under 2 years worth of crap. It's not damaged. It looks worse than what it is. It's I was very careful when I was putting stuff on it and everything, but yeah, everything's just. There's lots of reasons why I sort of lost interest with that, really. Mainly space to begin with. And I think those that were following me back then, you'll remember that I had this big plan to go and build a shed in the back garden. And the idea was the shed was going to hold everything, and then I'd have the whole garage then to do the Defender. So the shed is finished. It's well, it's 99% there. I got a bit bored towards the end of it. There's one or two little things left to do. I think I've done a video on the shed actually, but it's a fantastic shed. It cost me a fortune, and it broke my back working on that every weekend as well. I had no help. I'm only a little guy as well, so I put the thing up by myself. But it's finally there now. It's probably nicer than my house, to be honest. Yeah, so that's my little man cave out there now. I spend a lot of time out there. And there's been a few other things as well. I mean, this 2020 is a bit of a weird year anyway, hasn't it, for everybody? So obviously a lot of other things are sort of taking priority. And then I just got thinking, well, I've got nothing to work on now, so I might as well get back into the Defender and, go from there. So first thing I'm going to do is go and clean the garage out again. I think it's a bit of deja vu there. I'm sure I've done this once before. And then I guess, because I mean, I've completely forgotten what I had to do next on it. So I'll probably just, go through a whole list of things, all the jobs I need, parts I need to buy, and start doing it over the next few months. It's typical, isn't it? I've got back into it just as winter's coming. Dark mornings, dark evenings. Oh well. But I am going to get back into it. I mean, to be honest, I plan on moving house in, I don't know, a couple of years anyway. So I don't want to get to the stage where I've got to move house and then I've got a big, massive chassis in the garage I've got to try and move. So that'll be my target, get the Land Rover back on the road so I can move it just before I move house. Right. Now, I am going to have to put my reading glasses on because I'm on my little tiny crappy laptop monitor here. I'm not prepared for this at all. So let me just read some things. Yeah. Wait, there's people in the chat. Hello. So, hello, Tanja, Ed, Creator, W, Ralph. Good to see you. I mean, there might be more people there as well. I don't know. How do you tell? I guess you can only tell if people talk. Oh, well. Right, so that's the update from the Land Rover. I will be getting back into it. I don't know how often I'll upload videos. I've got to go and reinstall all my software as well now because I've got nothing on my laptop. You know, I've pretty much lost everything. So I will be starting back on that. Maybe tomorrow. It depends if it's pissing down or not. But maybe tomorrow I'll start sorting the garage out, come up with a couple of sort of tasks I need to do, and then I'll start the following weekend. Yeah, like I said, I should have been doing this in spring and summer, shouldn't I? Because it's dark and evenings now when I get home from work. So the other thing is, and I've always said this from day one, you know, when I created this channel a few years ago, it was never about a Land Rover. The Land Rover was just a thing that I came across because a friend of mine, if you watch the first episode, it explains it. A friend of mine had a Defender in his garage, in his garden, sorry. I think it'd been in his garden for, I can't remember now, I think it was 9 years or something like that. And it was completely overgrown, and I bought it off him for a few quid. And the idea was, yeah, a few weekends, I'll get that back on the road. Yeah, 3 or 4 years later, I'm still it's a chassis in the garage. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to get back into it. I promise I will be working on this Land Rover soon. But yeah, so the channel was always going to be about other things as well. Now I know that, you know, I've got about 5,000 subscribers on here, and I'm guessing that 4,090 of them are probably into Land Rovers and not necessarily into the other things that I'm into as well. But the channel was supposed to have been for, you know, good, I don't know, how do you describe it? Red-blooded, male, manly type things, you know, working on cars, working on motorbikes, the outdoors, prepping, you know, chainsaws, shooting, you know, anything like that. It was going to be about pretty much all the hobbies that I've got, you know. I don't have a hobby of chainsaws. In fact, I don't actually own a chainsaw, which is, yeah, that's, I don't know if I fixed that because I think every man needs a chainsaw. But anyway, so that was what the channel was going to be. It was going to be about a lot of different projects as well. And I fully intend to carry on doing that. You know, I've got a few other little things on the go as well. So I will be doing other videos from, you know, to do with other subjects. Now, you know, for those that are only interested in the Defender, if you see me putting up a video, if it doesn't have the word Defender rebuild, is it? I can't remember now. Defender rebuild in the title, then it's not going to be to do with Defender. So, you know, don't watch it unless you're, you know, interested in it. I do a lot of prepping as well. I think I started creating a couple of prepping videos before, didn't I? So I may do something along those lines. I've started keeping quail. So, you know, the little, like, how can you describe them? Quail, like little, not baby chickens, different thing, but, you know, little birds. So I've started breeding those now. And one of the reasons I did it is as a prepper, before 2020 came, every prepper is sitting there waiting for the end of the world. That's what preppers do. They all came along and it's all gone really tits up big time, you know. And I never predicted, nobody predicted it was going to get like this. So obviously, as a prepper, I've gone and spent a lot more time and effort worrying about Armageddon again now. So one of my ideas is, you know, I do have quite some serious concerns about food supply in the future. I'm not going to go into it in this video, but you know, a lot of the research I do, a lot of the other sort of channels I watch, a lot of people seem to think we are going to be heading for food supply problems in the future. And so the way I got around that, I thought, well, obviously I've got a lot of food, but I thought I wanted something that I can sort of, you know, something that I can grow as well. So I got some quail. Now, quail are really good because you buy the eggs. Maybe I probably will do a video on that. In fact, you buy the eggs online, they send them to you, and you incubate them. I mean, I bought an incubator. I didn't sit on them for 30 days, and they hatch. And the good thing about quail is, I mean, they're only sort of, you know, small little animals, but they start laying eggs after 10 weeks. So I've now got 9 quail. They haven't started laying eggs yet. It's going to be, well, this week, I think. And then if something really bad happens, you know, if the food starts running out or we need more food, then all I've got to do is hatch some more eggs and breed some more quail and then, you know, harvest the quail for my food. But until that happens, I'll just be keeping them for eggs. It's going to be a bit of a pain because the eggs are the eggs. You need about 150 of them to make an omelette, but it's better than nothing. Let's check these comments out. Next time, I'm going to get my monitor on so I don't have to keep my glasses on. All right, Ralph, yeah, you're going to go and watch that video. It's a quick video. I did like 40 seconds just to show the state of my garage. Ah, nice one, Ed. That's good. Yeah, I've got a friend of mine as well. I think he follows me. I don't know. Is there anyone in the chat who I've actually met? Probably not. But I've got a couple of friends that do the do Land Rover rebuilds as well. And they've actually completed them, so it is a bit embarrassing. But they don't have a nice shit or shed like me. Nice. Yeah, the other thing is that I had a Discovery, I had a Disco 2 as well for a long time, and that was my day-to-day vehicle. I think I did a video on this anyway, so I'm kind of repeating myself, but I'll assume that you've not all watched my videos. Yeah, it was a great car, you know, absolutely loved it. It was a bit of a pain in the ass because you've only got to look at it the wrong way and then the warning lights come on. What do they call them? The 3 amigos or something, the 3 warning lights. And it's an absolute nightmare trying to track down what's causing it. But yeah, it was a great car. And I took it for its MOT once and it failed due to a rotten chassis. And even the guy looking at it, he said, you know, I spoke to a welder about it, you know, a friend of mine, and even he looked like he didn't want to touch it. So, you know, I now don't shout, but I gave it away. I'll say that quietly because I think it might upset a few people here. But yeah, but the reason was it was on my driveway for, it must have been about a year. I'm sure maybe more, maybe longer. I can't remember, but it was sat on my driveway. And I just got sick and tired of it. And some young lads came to my door and they said, how much do you want for the Land Rover? And I gave it away. So, yeah, that wasn't the smartest move, but it was just yet another project. You know, it's like a junkyard, my garden is. You know, I've got an old boat around the side that I want to start refurbishing at some point. I've got the Defender. I've got, you know, prepping stuff everywhere, you know. Oh, something else I've been doing for the last year as well, getting into gardening. So I've been doing a lot of gardening as well. And no, not just because I want to get some pretty flowers. But once again, from a prepping point of view, it's very important that, you know how to be able to grow your own food. And it's not a skill that you want to be sort of learning when it's too late. So I've spent the last season, well, the last year, growing stuff badly most of the time. You know, I've learned a lot. What else have I done? I bought some weapons, but I'm not going to go into them here. I think that's the other thing is YouTube's gone a bit funny now. When you upload a video, you've got to actually put a disclaimer in there to say whether there's any bad language. And then there's another disclaimer to say whether you're going to be talking about shooting or firearms. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I never used to do this. So I did actually tick the box and say there's going to be a little bit of profanity. So I can say fuck. Yeah, I'm getting away with it and not have my video taken down. But yeah, YouTube's gone a bit weird since I last uploaded. It shows how long. So yeah, I've got a lot of videos I want to do. I do go shooting. I've got a shotgun, so I don't know what YouTube is like about things like that. I'll have to read up on that. So I might do a video on that. I'll do a video on my quail. I might do a video on my gardening, maybe. Plus, I'll carry on doing the Defender videos as well. Wow, 1 sec. I feel like a beer now, and it must be only 5:15. Okay, so the other thing I've been doing for the last, I don't know how long, is I've been studying to be a health coach as well. Now, something I'm really passionate about is fitness and health and nutrition and that type of thing. So I've been spending a lot of time getting qualified in that. So from that, obviously, I want to go and build up a YouTube channel for the business and a website for the business and a whole community for the business. But I don't really want to go and spend time working on that YouTube channel, because then what's going to happen then is this one will just get neglected again. So I want to try and do it on one channel. Otherwise, I know what's going to happen. I won't do it, and I'm going to concentrate on the business one, because it's the business one that's hopefully going to make me money. Live Fiend doesn't make any money. I mean, you get a few quid. I think my first video went viral once. Must have gone around China or something like that, and I got a few quid for it. But apart from that, it's nothing. It's not. I'm not a big YouTuber. I never did it for the money at all. But so I want to try and do the two together. I will have. I mean, my business is going to be called Primal Vitality, and I will have a YouTube channel called Primal Vitality, and that will be purely videos that are for my business. Now, obviously, the videos on this channel probably aren't suitable because I may swear a bit, or I may, I probably don't come across as professional as I should be when I'm doing it for a business. So there will be two channels, but I want to try and build up the community of people at the same time. So what I was thinking was, I'm going to build, well, I've created a Facebook private group, and the Facebook group is called Primal Tribe. Okay, Primal Tribe. It's a private group, and primarily it's going to be for everyone on the Live Fiend channel, so you guys. And I sort of have this vision where I want to start building a community of people with similar sort of interests, and so we can just sort of hang out and kind of do stuff. I know this has been done on Facebook many times, right? But if we can build up a private group, and I don't mean one of these groups where everyone on there is arguing with everyone and everyone hates everyone. I'm not doing that shit, right? I'm sick of that on Facebook. I go in and I join a Facebook group, and then before you know it, there's people arguing, and it's just like, what the fuck's going on here, So I don't want it to be like that. It's going to be a private group, and it's going to be, we talk about interesting things. I don't want to go on there and start arguing about politics. I don't want to go on there, or anything, it's just, or somebody coming on and having a go at you. Oh, you painted that chassis the wrong shade of gray. I don't want all that shit. I want to try and get people in there so we can start, hanging out there. And then eventually, if this, I'm not going to mention it, but when the lockdowns end, we could start meeting up and things, and why not? If there's people in the same sort of area, okay, I'm not going to be inviting everyone to my house, not before I know you, but we can certainly meet up, and we can put some events on, whether it's to talk about Land Rovers. I mean, I don't want this to be a Land Rover group. There's loads of Facebook Land Rover groups out there. I want it to be a combination of, I don't know, just a group for guys, really. I know that sounds a bit gay, but you know what I mean. Just primarily for blokes. I mean, obviously, if women want to come, fine. I don't have a problem with that at all. But I feel that my audience is mostly that sort of people that are similar to me. Have that. Like the outdoors. Vehicles, obviously, Land Rovers. Maybe people that are into prepping. Not even prepping, just camping, wild camping. I mean, myself and a friend, we go out, we go out hill walking, we go out camping and stuff like that. We've got a camp booked now for, I think we're going in December actually. So we'll probably be going to the Peak District then as well, in December. So I'll be freezing my bollocks off, but there you go. And yeah, so that's what I want to try and do. And I don't know how it'll work out. You know, it might be a bit shit. Nobody will join. I don't know. But there's 5,000 people subscribed to my channel now, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us could, you know, form this group, and we could do stuff that's interesting. We can do stuff like, I don't know, learn about map reading, for example. Somebody might come on and say, you know, I really fancy going camping. So can anyone help me here, you know? So not purely about talking about Land Rovers. Obviously, you know, you're all Land Rover, you know, so you're going to be talking about it. But eventually, you know, other people will, you know, hopefully come. And then maybe people from my Primal Vitality business as well will sort of join. People that are just into health and nutrition. But I want to try and get people as well that maybe, how can I put this? Spend a lot of time on the internet, but don't, for whatever reason, don't go out there and do things, you know? We're all addicted to YouTube now. I can get up in the morning, I put my laptop on, I go onto YouTube, before I know it, it's getting dark, you know? But I also try and do a lot of stuff as well. So what I want to try and do is build up a community where we can start doing these things, you know? And if somebody wants to come out walking, somebody says, you know, I really fancy doing a bit of hill walking. Never done it before in my life, lived in the city. I don't even know what a tree looks like, you know? We can organize something like that and we can do it, you know? So that's what I want to try and do. I'm going to try and build up and see how we go. It may go somewhere, it may go nowhere. As it will be sort of part of my business as well, you know, I may put a product for sale on there, that's something that I am promoting to do with my business. It's not going to be spammed with 500 shit nutrition products, you know, it's not going to be like that. But if there is one or two health products that I actually recommend as a health coach, I may put something on there, and I'll put articles on there about the health benefits of honey, for example, you know, and then I might put a link on there to a recommended, you know, the type of thing. But it's not going to be, you know, completely spammed with all that crap, and I'm not going to allow anyone else to do it either. So yeah, that is it really. So let me just, if you want to join this, let me see if I can do this. I'm like a noob, aren't I? Right, so Life Fiend has got a Facebook group. What I will do, so let me just, for those that don't know it, let me just stick that in there. So that's the Life Fiend Facebook group. Okay. Now what I will do is I'm going to put a post on there in a minute, and I'm just going to say, would anyone like to join the Primal Tribe private group? And then if you come on there and write a comment, you just say yes or something like that, then I can then add you to the group. I'm also on Instagram as well. And by the way, in my absence, you know, when I wasn't doing stuff with YouTube, I was on Instagram quite a lot. Now I do have, I've got a couple of hundred people follow me on there. And I have put, you know, several photos. I've been quite, I wouldn't say quite active, but I've been more active on Instagram than anything else. So if you want to, you know, follow me on there, it's, once again, it's the subjects are things like shooting, archery, you know. I think I'll put a few photos on there about all the stuff I've been growing and stuff like that. So if you follow me on there, that'd be pretty cool as well. And then, right, so what I'll do, if you just hang on, bear with me, I'm going to go onto the I'm going to go onto the Life Fiend thing, and I'm going to write, right, I'm hoping this is going to work, right. If you would like to join the private Primal Tribe group, comment below. Preferably a nice comment. Don't come on and tell me to piss off or something. Right, if you'd like to join the private Primal Tribe group, comment below. Right, I'm guessing that's there, I can't see. Right, hang on. No, I've lost you all. Right, I'm back. Okay. So yeah, like I said, it may work. I've always wanted to do this building up this community. I've got a friend of mine. He's very, very similar thing to me. We've talked about this before. We want to do some videos where we get people on. You know, if we're going to talk about archery, for example, maybe there's somebody out there that teaches archery, maybe, and somebody wants to come on about it, or maybe there's somebody out there that, you know, makes bows and they want to promote their business. And once again, come on the channel with me and we'll talk about it, you know. So we can talk about anything. If anyone's got if you've got a Land Rover that you want to show off, if you've got a Facebook page, or even if you've got a YouTube channel, you know, if you've got a YouTube channel and you're just starting off and you don't have many subscribers, you know, come and have a chat with me and we can set up a live session and you can promote it. You know, I'm all for that, you know. So I want to try and build up this community, but what I don't want, and I'm really serious about this, is I don't want it to turn into this slagging match that the internet seems to be right now, because I'm shocked how quick people are to insult other people on the internet, you know. And even friends of mine, people I know that I've known my whole life, if you write something a little bit controversial on Facebook, and I do quite often, the hatred that comes back within, and it's just wrong, you know. When you meet somebody face to face, people don't act like that. They just don't. You know, if I'm talking to somebody face to face and they disagree with me, they wouldn't come up and say, "Hey, you doing that wrong. You're a twat, noob." Well, they wouldn't do that anyway. But people don't do that. But on the internet, they do. You know, you have a group and you type something, and then straight away, people laying into them, you know. So the group is not going to end up like that, you know. If there's many other Facebook groups out there, if you want to do that, if you want to go and argue with someone you never met before, go and join another group. You know, this group's not going to be for you, because I don't want it to be like that. It is going to be an online group, but I want it to be where we can sort of meet up and things like that as well, eventually, hopefully, if we're ever allowed out of our houses anytime soon. Damn it, I promised myself I wasn't going to mention that. Right, let me just see if there's anything else I wanted to have a quick look at. So, yep, right, I spoke about Land Rover, spoke about the quail, spoke about the quail shed. So the other thing I built, so obviously my massive, humongous fortress shed that cost many thousands of pounds, I needed somewhere to put the quail. Now, the quail are a bit interesting because I thought you could just buy like a normal chicken cage for them and they'd all live in there. And I contacted this company and they said, "Oh no, you can't. You can't put the quail in there because the holes in the net are too big. The quail get out." And plus the fact they had a little steps where the chickens could step up and go into the box at night. And they said quail can't actually. The quail not very good at stepping up on steps and things. So I found this out just after the quail were born. I was like, "Oh my God, everything's stuffed now." So I had to completely change my plan, because the quail were going to live in the back garden basically, and then there was going to be a shelter where they could go out, you know. So I had to go and buy this other quail cage, but it's not weatherproof. You're supposed to keep them indoors, and I weren't keeping them in my big shed out there because they do get a bit stinky after a while. So I've built a second shed, except this one I bought. So I went out and I bought the cheapest shed I could. I think 260 quid or something like that. It was cheap shed, 6 foot by 4 foot, and I've got the quail in there now, and I've just been insulating it today, keep the draft out, and it's perfect. So yeah, I am a proud owner of 2 sheds right now. So anything else? Private Vitality. So I've talked about Facebook group, talked about Instagram. I think that's probably it. Now, what I might do, I think let's see how it goes. But I might do a live stream every week. It's not going to be the same thing. There's no point me coming on and saying, "Oh, and today we need to do something interesting," you know. So if I've got something interesting to talk about, I'll do a live stream. I'll create the stream. I'll put the description up there, and then if I get lots of likes on the stream, I'll know people are interested in talking about that, and then we can do it. But let me just check the comments. Will I have a Discord? Is Discord, is that Discord, is that the thing for making payments? I think it is, isn't it? I did start a Patreon off at one point because you know, I was going to get into these YouTube videos a lot more and sort of really make a go of it, but you know, I've got a day job as well, and I've got 3 kids and a wife to look after, and I've got a good social life as well. So I don't have a huge amount of time to do these videos, which is why you're never going to get the high quality video that you get with these YouTubers. You know, I mean, I think I do okay with my videos, but I don't sit there for 12 hours trying to work on them. So, you know, yeah, Discord. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. I think Discord's that payment thing, isn't it? Let me just, I suppose I could Google it, couldn't I? D-I-S-C-O, Discord. Or did you say disco? You didn't say disco, did you? No, you definitely said Discord. Voice over IP. No, I don't. The only other thing I use, so I use Instagram. Well, the thing I use a lot for other groups is Telegram. I use Telegram a lot now. A lot of people seem to be using that, and that's apart from it, really. I'll probably spend too long in there as well. But so, Harry, what's the plan with the Defender? So I spoke about that at the beginning of the video. It's I don't know if you saw, but I did a quick video earlier, and I showed that I'm not going to go over this too much because I've sort of spoke at the beginning of the video, but my chassis is in my garage, completely buried by 2 years worth of crap. So my plan now is to get stuck in and get into it. So plan tomorrow, if it's not pissing down with rain, is I'm going to go and sort my garage out. I'm then going to go and come up with a short list of, you know, tasks to begin with, and then I'll start ordering some bits. So yeah, full steam ahead. Like I said earlier, though, you know, my time is limited. I can't work on it every day. I've obviously chosen the wrong time of year to start as well now with the weather getting dark. But from reading the news today, I think we're all going to be stuck at home again soon anyway. Shit, I didn't want to mention that. So yeah, maybe I will have more time to do it. But yeah, so full steam ahead with the the Defender. I said earlier, I do plan to be moving house in a couple of years anyway, so I've got to get it built, because otherwise it's just going to be sat there. And then when I move, I'm going to be, oh shit, what do I do with this now? So yeah, I'm just going to carry on with it. But all I was saying for the rest of the stream is I will be doing other projects and other videos as well. So if you don't see the word Defender in the title, then you know you don't have to watch it. But yeah, that other group as well. You know, with the Facebook group, I will be obviously putting notifications in there. I'll be notifying upcoming videos. I'll notify you what I'm doing with the Defender. Obviously, you lot have got a lot of experience with Defenders. There's a lot of knowledge out there. There's a huge amount of knowledge out there. So if I need any help, I can just post a question in there and get it, you know. And likewise, if there's anyone else in there that needs any help, they can as well. But you know, like I said, I want it to be a nice group of people. I don't want all this bitching in there, because it's I'm not doing it if that's going to happen. I just want to build up people that are all like-minded people, you know, and yeah, and that's about it, really. So I think, what time is it? Curse my old eyes now. I don't think I wore glasses last time I did a video. That's how long ago it was. I don't wear them very often, to be honest. Only when I'm on my laptop, I have to wear them. Right, so I've been streaming for about half an hour. So I think I'm gonna, and I'm out of tea as well. I mean, I'm curious, you know, what your thoughts are on all this. The people that are actually watching this now, or if anyone watches it on replay. So, you know, maybe if you could write in the comments or something like that about, you know, what your thoughts are, what I said today, whether you're interested in it, whether you think it's shit, whether you're like, no, fuck off, you know, whatever. You know, just some comments, a bit of feedback, and then I'll know what people are interested in. Like I said, I've created a group anyway, so if you do go onto Facebook, go onto the Life Fiend page and like the page as well, obviously, because I don't know many people on there. In fairness, I don't really post on there, but I will do once I start build some subscribers, and I will post on there. And yeah, right. I feel like I'm waffling a little bit now, so I'm just going to read the last few comments and then call it a day. No worries, Soupy. I mean, if you want to just go, it's only a 30-minute stream anyway. I'm going to be ending it in a minute, so just go back to the replay. Otherwise, I'm just going to be repeating myself for everybody. I've given a quick update on the Land Rover and a few other little plans I've got as well. Okay, so all right, I reckon that's pretty cool. I can hear my wife cooking now, so I'm going to go and have my tea in a minute. So on the actual, I know we've got the chat there, but if there's any comments you want, either go and write them on the Facebook post. I've put a post on Facebook. I've just put a post in there say, do you want to join the Primal Tribe group? Or if not, if you don't want to use Facebook, go onto the YouTube underneath this video, and as soon as I stop streaming, you'll be able to write comments under there. And yeah, we'll go from there. And then I'll put another update about what I'm doing for the next week. And then hopefully have another live stream next weekend. Maybe we'll have a different topic to talk about. Who knows? And if anyone wants to come on, like I say, feel free. I can set up. I can get you on using StreamYard. We can have several people talking at the same time. So let's just do it. Right. So have a good time. Trick or treating. I'm going to go and have my food. Then I'm going to have a beer, and then have another beer. Right. Speak to you all soon. See ya.